Solo leveling. Introduction. In a world where humanity is no longer alone, imagine waking up to find rifts, called gates, tearing open to another dimension, filled with terrifying monsters. Humanity should have been doomed. But then, some people awakened mysterious powers and became known as hunters, Earth's last line of defense. Among them was the weakest. Part 1. The world and Sung Jin-woo's beginning. Meet Sung Jin-woo, an E-rank hunter barely stronger than a normal human, mocked and pitted. He risked his life just to afford his mother's hospital bills. Every raid could be his last. One day, his party enters a low-level dungeon, but it hides a double dungeon, a trap. What they find is death. Statues that move. Rituals. Sacrifice. Jin-woo barely survives after accepting a mysterious system quest. When he wakes up in the hospital, something's changed. A game-like interface appears before him. He's become a player. He can level up, unlike any other hunter. Part 2. The Rise. Jin-woo grinds, completing daily quests, training endlessly. He goes from barely surviving to single-handedly clearing dungeons. Each level brings new powers. Healing, agility, weapons. Then, he unlocks his first overpowered ability, Shadow Extraction. He can resurrect enemies as his own undead army. From Igris the Knight to tank-like monsters, Jin-woo builds a legion. But the more he grows, the more dangerous he becomes. Organizations notice. Enemies start to fear him. And the dungeons, once random, begin to feel like they're watching him. Something bigger is coming. Part 3. Deeper Truth and Monarchs. As Jin-woo climbs the ranks, secrets unravel. The gates weren't accidents. They're part of a cosmic war. The rulers versus the monarchs, ancient beings fighting across dimensions. Earth is the battleground. Jin-woo learns that the system wasn't random. It was made by Ashborn, the Shadow Monarch. Jin-woo was chosen as his successor. But Ashborn isn't like the other monarchs. He sided with humanity, and now his power belongs to Jin-woo. Part 4. War. The monarchs invade. Cities fall. Heroes die. Jin-woo's shadows fight like armies. He battles other monarchs like the Frost Monarch, the Beast Monarch, and finally Antares, the Monarch of Destruction, who commands dragons and chaos itself. The fight is beyond human. Jin-woo taps into his full Shadow Monarch powers. The final battle shakes the world. With strategy, power, and sacrifice, he defeats Antares. But the cost is too great. Cities are destroyed. Millions are dead. Jin-woo realizes the war will never end, unless he makes the ultimate move. Part 5. The Sacrifice and New World. Using the power of the Cup of Reincarnation, he resets the world. No more monarchs. No war. He goes back in time before it all began. But only he remembers. The world is at peace. The people he lost are alive again. But Jin-woo is alone, watching from the shadows. A protector with godlike power, living quietly in a peaceful world he saved. Sung Jin-woo started as the weakest hunter. He became the strongest being in existence. But in the end, he chose peace over power. This was the journey of solo leveling.